So Fear of God Athletics officially released this past Sunday, December 3rd, and you may find it kind of odd to release a highly anticipated collection such as this on a Sunday, but I guess it's just a Fear of God thing. So now that it's been a couple of days since the drop, I kind of want to revisit the topic. Plus, I want to know where the hell is my order, but I guess I shouldn't really use that word since it's a Fear of God video. So where the heck is my order? And I know I'm being impatient. It's been just a couple of days since the drop, but I can't help myself seeing all of you guys unboxing your pairs on my timeline. Got me jealous. Joints are looking dope. So I can't wait to check out my pair in person, and I can't wait to throw them on feet and catch that vibe. Now, it does seem like the people that have already received orders are people that either ordered clothing or the 86 lows. I haven't seen many people with the basketball pairs early, so my guess is the people that already have the basketball joints probably got them in person at the various Fear of God Atmosphere pop-up events, which are taking place across the country. I know Jerry just recently attended the one that took place in Shanghai. So I even checked the price on the secondary market for the basketball pairs, and surprisingly, it looks like many of those pairs are going for above retail. So my guess is that they actually haven't shipped out many of those basketball orders, and the priority first pairs to go out are going to be the 86 lows and most of the clothing items. So I've never purchased anything from Fear of God's website, so if any of you have experience with the site, just give us an update. I'm sure I'm not the only person inquiring. So probably the biggest headline from this Fear of God Athletics release had to be the pricing. Many people, including myself, complained that the clothing was a little bit too expensive. We didn't get Fear of God Essentials prices, but at the same time, we didn't get mainline prices. So can we really be that mad that they met us somewhere kind of in the middle? And I feel like we can all agree that the prices for the footwear are somewhat reasonable. So as far as my buying experience for the drop on Sunday, I gotta say, I had an incredible time. It was great to be able to just take my time, pick out which sneakers I wanted, take a look at the different colorways, and really just take my time and make a decision, not feeling pressured to have to buy these pairs before they sell out, not worrying about the drop being all limited, making me want to kind of impulsive buy. So as far as a buyer, man, I had a great time. And if you're one of those people that didn't buy these because they didn't sell out, well, just welcome to the new sneaker game. It's kind of going back to the old days where if you want a sneaker, you can actually buy it, because most releases that drop nowadays aren't actually selling out. So while I feel like Adidas would have loved for this release to sell out all instantly, I really don't feel like the pairs sitting on the website really necessarily makes this a failure of a release. I mean, take a look at the retail prices. I'm sure Adidas is making crazy margins in terms of profit for each item. So I don't feel like the collection necessarily has to sell out instantly, but I feel like they do want to sell most of the items over time. So taking a look at this, we'll see how actually successful the collection is when Adidas reports all of their financial numbers next year. But it looks like some of the clothing items are actually starting to sell out now. We already reported the pants, the ponchos were selling out. Now it's looking like the hoodie is flying off the website. So I could definitely see over time more of these items selling out. And I don't believe Adidas will ever put any of these items on sale. And because pairs are still available, I know I can't be the only one, but I'm low-key actually considering doubling back. And it's not on the clothing items, but it's actually those 86 lows. Originally, I said they weren't for me, but I'm not even gonna lie, them joints are just looking that good. I mean, I feel like they're everyday type of wear, but I'm just in love with the shape. I love the elevated sole. I love the suede that they used on these. I think that gray pair may be calling my name, but I'm trying to hold myself back. I mean, I really don't need any more sneakers, plus the year's winding down, and we got plenty of shoes to buy in 2024. So I'm trying to hold myself back, but them joints are looking really nice. So let me know if any of you guys doubled back, once that you saw all of the pairs were still available, which kind of leads me right into the next thing I wanted to talk about, 2024. Of course, we know this was just the first Fear of God Athletics drop, and I'm sure they have many more planned. I could probably see a drop coming at the top of the year, or maybe drop 2 by the spring. So it's going to be real interesting to see if Jerry turns things up a notch, or if we just get more of these unreleased silhouettes that have already leaked in advance. So we've seen many unreleased footwear models, including the white version of the basketball sneaker, which just dropped on Sunday. We've seen the 86 high, as well as another basketball model, which Jerry was calling the 3. Now, when all of the footwear looks first dropped, many people were saying that they were actually feeling this 3 basketball version a little bit more than the basketball sneakers that just dropped on Sunday. Of course, with this version, it features a nice little premium suede great finish. You have the strap on there, which includes the 3 pillars, right on the top there. So joints are looking nice. Personally, if I had to pick between both of them, I would probably go with the basketball joints that just dropped, but these joints are looking great regardless. A little more of a lifestyle version in my opinion versus the joints that just dropped, but looking great. Almost like a lifestyle sneaker, but in a basketball version, if that kind of makes sense or whatever. So we'll see what Jerry has in store for Fear of God Athletics drop number 2. Maybe he got a few tricks up his sleeve. Maybe he'll throw in a couple of surprises out there. Who knows? Maybe we'll possibly even get a little touch of color. If you guys recall, there was some Fear of God Athletics gloves that were used on a lot of the looks for the Fear of God runway show, which we saw this past summer. I feel like those would be dope to see them drop sometime, hopefully before the winter time is over. So we'll see what's in store for the collection. As far as the pricing, who knows? I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not saying this could happen, but maybe Adidas will pay attention to the public's reaction to the pricing and possibly give us a little somewhat more affordable retail prices. I mean, I really doubt that would happen, but you never know, just throwing that idea out there. And as far as those basketball joints, the 3, what do you think the retail will be on those? Because if you ask me, they look a little bit more expensive than the basketball pair that just dropped. And I feel like if those were at $250, do you feel like they'll be under $250 or over $250? If you remember another expensive basketball sneaker that dropped from Adidas, the Yeezy Knit basketball, those were coming in, I believe, $260 retail. So I don't know what to expect, but we'll see once we actually get the drop number 2. So let me know if you guys are feeling those new basketball sneakers more, or did you just like the basketball sneakers that dropped on Sunday? Also, since the pairs are still available on the website, have you contemplated going back and doubling back, maybe grabbing some of the clothing items? Or if you already grabbed the basketball pairs like me, are you possibly contemplating getting them 86 lows? Maybe you want to grab the $100 slides or those Fear of God Los Angeles sneakers. So while we would have all loved the prices to be just a little more affordable for everybody to enjoy, it looks like Jerry, he ain't lessening his quality for you regular everyday people. So I guess if you want Fear of God, you better go head to your local mall. I'm sure your local PacSun has the Essentials collection on sale right now as we speak. So salute to everybody for tuning in. Also, if any of you guys have ordered stuff from Fear of God's website, give us an update about shipping and all that. I'm being a little impatient. I can't wait to check out my pair. So if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Help me out by dropping a thumbs up here on this video, and I guess be on the lookout for my review whenever that pair decides to come in. So we're gonna wrap things up. Salute to everybody for tuning in. I'm J.A. Make sure you stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love. Catch you next time.